Hey, what's up? This is Brandon Simmons for brandonsimmons.biz, and this is my weekly video blog called Bullheaded, a review of the Houston Texans news, as well as a preview of the upcoming game matchups. Now, this video is not going to be long. I got to go do some Christmas shopping, and I'm pretty sure y'all got to go get y'all Christmas shopping in as well. But Christmas may or may not come early for the Texans this year. Right now, they're tied with Tennessee Titans at 7-6 for the division win, and it looks like they will have to win this division if they want to make the playoffs. As far as the guys that's in the actual wild card spots, it looks like a pretty tight race between the rest of the AFC West and everybody else that's playoff eligible in the AFC. But however, in the Texans' next three games coming up, it seems like it's going to be a pretty easy road going into the postseason. For starters, they have the Jacksonville Jaguars tomorrow, which I'm pretty sure will be a piece of cake. On Christmas Eve, they're going to face the Cincinnati Bengals, who are pretty much out of the playoffs as well. And also, they will show up. They will show up against the Tennessee Titans, who's going to definitely put on a fight for the division. But we beat them before, and it might be a little bit easier. Now, I'm not going to say it's going to be an easier task as last time, but we should be in pretty good position in over these next two games at least. What started it off really was a big win over the Colts. 22-17 victory on the road, and it just shows that this team is ready, under pressure, and that's what they're going to be having on when they get into these playoffs. Granted, they win this division, they'll have their one home game, but they'll have to go on the road the following week to any powerhouse team right now in the AFC, whether it be New England, Kansas City, or the Raiders. So definitely, Texans are going to have to gear up for that, and they pretty much showed that they're prepared for that with the win over the Colts. As far as tomorrow, it's just two more home games. As far as going forward, it's just two more home games for the rest of the season. Jacksonville tomorrow and Cincinnati next week, or next Saturday, if you will. So one thing that just to get in this Jacksonville game right away, and just kind of to talk about what the Texans need to do overall to get in this postseason, is pretty much avoid the trap. Year in and year out, and the Texans, they've been one of these teams as well. There are a bunch of teams that whose season has probably already been screwed off, or just gotten screwed off, and so they're just playing for pride. What they want to do is they want to be aware of those types of teams, because those are the teams that are going to be playing their hardest just to keep other teams either out of the playoffs or possibly out of a division win, or get in the way of giving the opposing team an advantage in the playoffs, such as home field advantage or something like that. So Texans definitely want to avoid the trap. The Jaguars game tomorrow is a perfect example of a trap game. Right now, Jacksonville is fifth ranked in defense overall, and being that they're a straight up division rival of the Texans, they would love nothing more than just to come into Houston and just fuck some shit up for us. Definitely. We got our bitter history between Jacksonville. It's some bitter history between Jacksonville and Houston, obviously, probably more than the other teams, especially Tennessee. So definitely they want to come in here, and they want to play for their coach who's been on a hot seat for most of the season, and probably a little bit of last season, to be honest with you. So they're gonna go in, try to send their coach out on a winning note. But we need to just figure out a way to get around it. And probably the best way is, the first game I said the best thing to do for the Jacksonville Jaguars was just show up. Well, you might have to do a little bit more than show up for this game. Like I said, they're looking to knock us out of the playoffs by any chance that they can get. One thing that we're going to have to do for sure in this game is rely on the running backs for our pass catching a little bit, at least for the secondary part of our pass catching. Tight end C.J. Fedorowicz is out for this game for concussion protocol. So that leaves Ryan Griffin as one of the main tight end targets, and he's been pretty decent as contributing to the overall receptions for the tight ends, but it's definitely going to need to be something that's kind of offsetting the defense a little bit. So definitely, I will be looking to our running backs to kind of take up the slack a little bit of what Federa would probably be will probably be the Osweiler, and that's some of a security target. Get us a couple good possessions. Hell, maybe even get us a couple scores, if you will. But definitely, I think our running backs are going to have to step up, and I think our coach is going to have to call a little bit more run plays and a little bit more screen plays, just to wear down that Jaguars defense and extend drives. But like I said, hopefully they can follow that game plan, and if they do that, hey, that's one down and two more to go to knock out for this playoff run. So with that being said, I'm Brandon Simmons for brandonsimmons.biz. Holla.